Welcome to a new episode of Breaking Wind.
Breaking wind.
Where
Yeah.
Yep, that's a big one. That came out of my ass.
where the wind has been broken.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's criminal not to actually fart into the mic.
exactly. It smells like rotten cheese.
Smells like rotten cheese.
What, the mic or your farts?
Huh?
Both.
Just me in general.
Just you in general.
Yeah. Just me in general.
Yeah. So, this week, it's
all
all
about
criminal.
crime.
It's all
Yeah.
criminal.
What, crime and different forms of it.
Actually, it's as usual.
It's crime and no punishment.
crime and zero
Some
punishment.
crime and no punishment, and some is
Or
just
delayed punishment. Delayed
Delayed
punishment.
Yeah, delayed justice. lah.
Yeah.
delayed judgment. But I think the ones we're going to cover now for... Is mine too?
No, they're my
Hello?
headphones.
Hello?
Yeah.
For the crime that we're going to cover on Breaking Wind is one that is... it starts off simple enough.
Right.
Like, not simple. Sometimes it can be like, if you look at it one way, it's like almost harmless. It's like, you have an infatuation.
Mm.
Right,
You like this
right.
person, you just stand like, oh, it's like, I want to know where you're
It sounds like my
going.
childhood.
No, where you're going.
Yeah.
Where you're going once, where you're going.
I thought you were going to, if you smell.
What the rock?
Yeah,
What
but,
my cock
What the future US president is cooking.
is cooking.
but it starts like future US. Oh,
Yeah.
that would be
Yeah.
quite cool.
What a segue. Sorry, Sean, please continue.
No, but
On Breaking Wing topics.
Yeah.
Breaking Wind we're talking about stalking.
Yes.
It starts off innocently enough, or some people think it's like innocent. You just go around, you like see this person you like, and then you just follow that person for a little while.
Yeah.
Just, like, like, oh, he goes to this goreng pisang store.
Yeah.
Then maybe next time if you want to make an impression, go buy some goreng pisang, give to her,
Yeah.
or whatever, like bubble tea.
Yeah, stalking is so harmless though. Everyone has done it before.
Mm.
Yeah, when I was young, I saw a hot girl. I followed her around. The moment she went into the bathroom, of course, I waited outside lah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to enter the female bathroom because it drew too much attention to me.
All
like
the
a,
way, right?
Like a true gentleman.
And like a
lah.
true gentleman,
yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
The moment when she was about to exit the female bathroom, I opened the door for her
Mm.
Yeah.
and say, "Please, ma'am, carry on."
And
You opened the door for her in one hand and you had your piece on the other.
yeah. And how rude, right? She didn't even thank you, correct?
No, she's like, "Ugh, get away from me, creep."
Yeah, and scream and all that. It's like,
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not even finished.
Some women just do not appreciate when a gentleman helps them out.
mm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Chivalry is not dead, right?
Women don't
Yeah.
get it, man. They
Yeah,
don't-
I was
they
just being nice.
don't get it.
I was being a nice guy.
Yeah.
They just didn't realize that chivalry also is accompanied by horniness.
Yeah, with
So-
my cock in my hand.
Yeah.
It goes hand in hand.
Exactly.
So no, the stalking case I want to bring attention to is that we stumbled upon this Channel News Asia article about a man who now admits stalking a young woman from JC
Mm-hmm.
all the way to university.
So that's a span of what? At least 3 years?
No, depends. If it's the last year of JC, it's probably only over a year.
Yeah.
But
Right,
still, that's a
right,
long
okay.
ass time to stalk somebody.
Okay, but
Right.
let's clarify this. What do they mean by stalking? What did he do that constituted stalking?
Yes. Was it physical stalking
Yeah.
or
cyber stalking?
or what kind of stalking?
I know he created 17 Instagram accounts to harass her. And then
To harass her.
he emailed her father and
Wow.
he
Wow.
hired a private investigator to film her. So to say this guy was not committed to his craft is to understate.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think he went over and beyond though.
Yeah.
This guy needs a medal.
I
This
think
guy-
this we can say that it's not even stalking. This has crept into the level of fucking spying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He should be
this-
recruited by the CIA.
Yeah, this
was
is
he
surveillance.
practicing? was it practicing? Was it all for practice? I don't know.
Was he building his portfolio, his resume?
Yeah, to send it to like
Was he gonna-
MI5, MI6 in the CIA.
Or locally, was he going to apply to Ministry of Home Affairs, to
Prob-
ISD?
Yeah, probably,
Like,
probably.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a positive way you can spin it in his resume if once it
Yeah.
comes out and he joins the thing. Is that I have been known
Okay.
to be very
Yeah.
stealthy in my ways. I created 17 accounts, all of them untraceable.
Yeah, why do you have like 200 hours of this woman just walking on the street and in her house? Oh, this is surveillance.
And
Surveillance done right.
at the end of it, right? He still. I mean, I don't know. I haven't read all the things yet, but at the end of it, he still was left unsatisfied because all he wanted was a picture of her feet.
Oh wow, wow! He went through
No,
all
no.
of that.
No, I was
And just wanted a picture of her feet.
that's the thing is that would have been amazing if at the end of the article that was it. Like that was it.
That
like,
was
Yeah.
like he had pleaded guilty and everything, but then at the end is like, Your Honor, I just want to say that after all this, all I've learned was it's better to be online or something. Like
Yeah.
what the heck? The guy went through over a year and 4 months. From October 2018 to 2020. Stopped
Right.
the same girl for JC. I think we had a similar one. I think either on our main podcast last one or last one. I don't know whether it was breaking. Oh no, we didn't have breaking, but it was on our last podcast. You know the guy who poured the muscle relaxant into the lady's drink.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't communicate with her, and then he did.
Yeah.
He was gonna take this. This is somewhat, he has probably the same thing because instead
but
of approaching her,
Yeah.
well, he actually did approach her. Sorry, by sending her explicit message.
And then she ignored him.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Calling her his fiance, girlfriend, and okay, sorry, she's not like that guy anyway. That guy had no social skills.
He had no game lah.
He was this guy.
This guy, he's trying lah. He's trying.
This guy is playing his own game.
Yeah.
This
he's
guy
trying.
is.
That guy's game was pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, this guy's game is just straight
espionage.
Yeah.
espionage and I don't know. I don't even know I don't know what he's doing. He's just sending her you're my lao po, hello, my girlfriend. And it's
Yeah.
like,
His game is just having a weak pickup lines.
Yeah.
He needs to improve on
and
his
it's a lot of
skill.
money. He got burner phones,
Yeah.
spy
Wow,
light
yep.
stuff. And he created all those accounts where she blocked. And yeah, just like you, he waited for her sometime outside the university for 3 to 4 hours.
Wow.
It's like because he couldn't get near the toilet lah. The toilet got the
Wait, but was this kid a kid who studied with her in JC or what? Or
Was this uni NUS? So Toh waited outside 3 to 4. No, yeah, he studied with her in JC.
Studied with her.
And then
Right.
since he waited for her outside university, I guess they're not in the same uni.
he would have had to serve NS, right? So
Probably he's older. Yeah.
that's
Wow.
2 years.
And he said things like, I have a lot of time to kill and I will literally strangle you if it's not against the law.
Because she has not repaid him her attention with her attention.
Anything, man. Whoa, shit. This thing actually began even earlier. 2016. As you read the article, it gets worse and worse.
From that statement early on, right? It's safe to say that he was not looking for love,
He was
Yeah.
not looking for
Yeah.
love.
He was looking for something else. He was looking for an erection.
unless his idea of love is to make love to a dead body.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe he likes dead fish.
Maybe.
Dead fish sex.
Oh, sorry. No, they did not study together. He just noticed her at the Youth Olympic Festival.
Wow.
Yeah.
Youth Olympic Festival.
So this started all the way in 2016 when she was taking part in an event that is unnamed to protect her identity or cause.
Okay.
So then he noticed her again when he was a student at Ngee Polytechnic, 2017
Right.
Singapore
Mm.
Youth Olympic Festival.
Right.
Okay,
The
so they
victim
didn't study
has
together.
never
Didn't.
interacted with him.
Oh,
So
Wow.
it wasn't even a case where they interacted and he just fell madly in love. It was one of those cases where he just sat down there and creeped. And creeped.
Wow.
And creep.
Okay.
And I wouldn't even be surprised if this guy comes up and is like, oh, nice guys finish last. No.
Yeah.
Don't, sorry, man, bro. Don't drag everyone into you with that one. So 2018, Toh was a student at Anderson Serangoon JC. So they don't care a shit about Toh.
Yeah.
The guys that
Yeah.
reveal everything about him. And he began stalking other girls. He began stalking other girls and then he found the victim on Instagram. I guess where he was like,
This one.
Jackpot.
this one.
Yeah.
I remember this one.
Yeah, but instead of doing like regular stalker stuff where you just creep on the outside and not let the person know, which is regular, like
Which is what we all do.
yeah, which is like
Yeah.
we do. He started sending her message, hey, wife, come lah.
Come over to my place.
I got a dong here and your name is on it, something like that. So addressing her by her name, indicating that he's been watching her. He wished her luck for A levels.
And she immediately blocked him on social media. I see that account.
On everyone she blocked, I think he started another
He
one.
created a new account.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it seemed like then he does very things like you don't seem like your usual
How
stuff
about
today.
making your account private?
Yeah.
Oh no,
Probably. Yeah.
that is true.
That is true, right?
But I think maybe she.
Maybe
actually no.
Simple solutions.
No, could be Facebook, because Facebook you can just message random strangers
No,
on
no,
Facebook. as
you
well.
you can actually go into your settings and
Oh,
put
this
it
private-
a way that you can't.
privatized.
If you're not a friend or what, you can't.
Ah,
You
right.
can't receive messages.
Then I think
yeah.
that might motivate him to actually go up to her and say, "Hey, talk to her face to face,"
Oh,
rather
yeah.
than like
Yeah.
doing it through devices.
Or and maybe she didn't because this is young. Maybe she did not want her to privatize her account because she just felt like like nobody, or not nobody is like. I want my friends.
Or
to add
maybe
me.
she didn't know that that's the same guy because he
Maybe.
keep changing the account. So
You
he
know,
thought like
he did
Yeah,
use
That's
but
different.
you know, if you're continuously, how many accounts did the fellow made?
17, was it?
Yeah.
But not that they
Yeah,
might not
so-
be continuous. Like he sets one up, he messages her, she says, "Who are you?" It's like stop messaging me, blocks, and he gets angry. He's like, "Hey, why you block me? I'm being nice.
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you about your day. I'm asking about how's your old A levels." And he's saying something along the lines of,
Yeah.
"You never met before. You're not even studying together," and say something. "You don't seem like your usual self today." I'm like, how the fuck do you know? Where the fuck are you?
Yeah, but I'm actually quite jealous of all these women who have stalkers. Like, why hasn't not happened to me? I want women to stalk me. I want to receive like strange texts from women and it's like, "Hey, I like you.
Be careful what you wish for. You know.
Yeah.
You are on camera.
There's something
Are you
between my
even-
thighs you should check out."
Is he on camera?
Yeah, he's
He
barely
might-
at the
He
edge.
might be
Yeah.
slightly out now.
Yeah, now
you
I'm
can
in.
say that. Now you can
Now,
say that.
now,
You
now
can-
I'm in. Now I'm in.
You just come this way a little
No,
bit. And
now you
then-
can
yeah.
say that. Have them look at your face.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
He's-
Women stalk me on social media. My username is Sean Marcus.
they start receiving weird messages. And
Assembly.
but wouldn't it be fun if you turn it back on them? They stalk you, but you start messaging them, harassing them.
Oh yeah. Then they'll be like, "Oh shit."
What have I done?
Yeah.
Because in
Sean is
2000
trying to get you incarcerated. That's what's happening here.
Hey, you can stalk the Lords of Lobang Patreon page.
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
And not only can
And
stop
just
that, you
put
can
the $2
spam. You can spam the donation button.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
receive it, and we will receive your messages with open arms.
Exactly.
And-
Exactly.
And
Stalk us
and
all you want.
stalk us
Yes.
all you want.
Yes.
But in December 2018, he actually approached the victim.
Oh, finally,
Yeah,
face to
he
face.
just came out and said, "Sorry, before I'm your stalker."
And so
No,
he just
he said-
admit to
he just said, "I'm told."
to committing a crime for over a past year.
Can you imagine how freaked out the girl would be? You know, it's like, you're the what? Face to face, I don't know what
Yeah.
they would do. You know, I think if it was a guy, punch, but girls, you know, they handle it.
Yeah, I think she just went to the cops lah.
No, she just ignored him lah.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, he's still harmless. So he, so he got a job where she was training. Despite not being part of a sports team whatsoever, and tried to speak to her whenever. This guy is
Wow.
committed.
So he actually got a job where she's
where
working
she's,
at.
where she's training.
A lot of research this guy has
A
done.
lot.
Yeah.
And then in 2019, he found the victim's home address.
Wow.
God damn.
How did he manage to do it? Probably follow her home.
No,
Dude,
because she was training at. He
yeah.
was working at the place where
Probably
she
found a way
trained,
to
right?
get. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe got her details through somewhere. I don't know. Interesting. Interesting.
But the
So what's the
funky thing is
address?
that, like, the funky thing is that why did he send an email to the dad of the girl?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
Yeah, this was I think might be the first time that she called the police on them.
Right.
Because he went to her house
Yeah.
and like, you know, hey, I want to meet so and so,
Yeah.
and she hid and asked her sister go answer the door. And her sister's like, no, she doesn't want to meet you. She's not at home. Go away.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm not going away. So they closed the door, closed all the window. He freaking freaked out the entire family. He stood outside and shouted like, "Hey, I want to see her. I want her to I want her to touch my body." I don't know what he was saying lah, but basically
He was just
behind
calling
him-
her name outside the house lah.
he insist- yeah, he was insisting.
Who is it?
On staying.
Who sang the song? Mariah Carey, is it? Touch My Body.
Touch my body.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Probably
think
lah.
so.
Or
Yeah.
Christina Aguilera.
No, I don't
Yeah,
think.
no.
I think it was Mariah Carey.
Okay.
That fucking lip syncer.
She can touch my body.
Oh shit! But he continued shouting outside the door and insisted to the police who arrived that he had the right to be there as it was a public road.
Wow.
Wow.
Also, oh shit!
Wow.
They kind of gave it away that it's probably a landed property
Mm.
because
Right.
it could be most likely or it's
Yeah.
the ground floor one lah. But
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But okay, after another 45 minutes, he left. So police went there and they couldn't do anything to him.
Yeah. Because you're
So-
standing on the pavement lah.
So
probably.
did he just pull one on the police officers? Was this a masterclass move from him? It's like,
No, because the police most likely could not do anything because they had no information whatsoever. But
And he's not damaging private property.
he did not do anything.
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
was
he's just like-
he was clearly harassing the family. The family like we told him to go away, he
Yeah.
doesn't want to go away. But he's like public road. What? Then it's like who asked you to stay so close? And it's like
No, but
the
the police
police-
can't do
yeah,
anything
but the
about
police.
it. lah.
Can
Yeah.
you imagine the police officer down there is like, this son of a bitch? Did he just
Up
is-
me on his game.
Is he winning right now?
Yeah.
Then it's like okay. So now Toll found the email address of the victim's father.
Yeah, that is like
And then he sent the father an email. Saying
Email
that
address
I-
of the victim's father used for work and began emailing him early in like hey dad, your daughter don't want to meet me. He's like what the my daughter?
Wait,
My daughter?
what's in the email though? Did they
He said he began emailing early. The man did not reply but told his daughter what happened. So
Okay.
they didn't elaborate what
was in the email?
What was in the
being
email?
said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Toll got a third party to tell the victim that he had ample resources and time to find out everything about her. So it's
This
all
is scary, dude.
It's from Taken.
Yeah.
Freaking, I'm a man of
With a certain set of skills.
Certain set of
Yeah.
skills. Wow. And then trying to find out everything about her, and this means to appear everywhere she goes. This guy is is next level. Everything, bro. It's the first
I
time
think she joined like government service lah. Yeah, I think his
s-
tenacity is that to be admired of.
Yeah.
send him to spy on the female politicians elsewhere. Victims and her mother filed police report, launched a magistrate complaint against him. Mediation was suggested. They don't even want to meet him. I think he was egging for mediation would be something he wants. During the presence of the victim, the victim did not wish to meet
Yeah.
Toll at
So
all.
what's his charge though? What's his charge?
No, magistrate complaint was closed in November 2019. They cannot get him for anything.
Huh?
'Cause- Yeah.
Yeah, they could not get him for anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was set up like mediation, like, hey, like they don't want you here.
Yeah.
You know, what you're doing is a waste of time, waste of money, or whatever resources that you are spending on this. Like, stop,
Right.
yeah. man.
right? So they could not pin anything on him.
He didn't really break any
Yeah,
laws.
because
lah.
because even though
Right.
he's insisting on meeting her, he's just following.
Right.
And
Isn't that
and-
considered harassment?
no, he's following without like the following part. I think not much can be done, but
Mm.
he actually is harassing. It's just that maybe I don't know. They couldn't prove it. at
Can they
that-
file
It
like
doesn't
restraining?
It doesn't fall into like
Look,
the legal
Yeah,
reasoning.
because at this
Can-
point,
can
cannot.
Can they file a restraining order?
Cannot.
on
no,
him?
because at this point,
Because they don't
yeah.
live together.
Yeah, they,
There's no legal need for them to visit or
And at no point
come
did
across each
he
other.
actually threaten her or threaten her
no,
life
they didn't
or
like. I think he hasn't.
he's just like I love you, I want to marry you, that kind of
Oh,
shit, right?
No,
he's
I
not like
think it's getting progressively worse. So
Yeah.
at the progression, right, the police couldn't do anything, or they couldn't do much. Like,
Right.
even though they told him to stay away, right, he didn't physically force himself there. He just like you said, like stood at the.
But the
public
point
road.
where he said that, I would strangle you, that is a fucking
Yeah, that was a
threat.
threat.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
was something else, and then later on he made a written statement to the police saying, "I will not contact the victim or the father," but he continued to harass them.
Mm.
Then he looked for the victim's father at his workplace, created new. This guy is actually ballsy. Who goes
Yeah.
after the victim's father? Is he not?
And he created a scene at the workplace.
I know he didn't create a scene, but he went to look for the victim's father, and the victim's father is probably at this point where if he beats the guy, he in Singapore law, if you just assault him,
Yeah, he'll be charged.
You'll
yeah.
be charged.
Yeah.
So if that guy doesn't do anything to you, right, but if you get instigated, you might get in trouble. So I think maybe that's what he did lah. So he created new Instagram accounts to harass the victim again, insisting that they meet. The victim, of course, gonna reject him lah, and he became got more angry.
Yeah.
And he started now his emails the emails that he sent us are more degrading.
Right.
He visited the home again on December 12th, 2019.
So this is the second time he went down to her place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is second, and now told the victim's mother he had gone to the Institute of Mental Health.
So
But
he's
assess-
seeking help.
Yeah, but
Oh,
assessed to
that's-
only have behavioral
Right.
problems.
So this guy can change. This guy sounds like a good boyfriend.
uh,
he realized his mistake and then he seeks change. Went to seek professional help.
so
So I think she should give him a chance.
This is the kind of guy that clinging women actually want.
Exactly.
no, but Now it's going to escalate. Now it's escalating to the point where December 16 to Jan 7. So a span of just 1 month, less than a month, he sent the victim hundreds of messages on Instagram using
Wow.
16 Instagram accounts. So this is where the
Yeah.
other 16 came about.
Right.
Now, according to court documents, the messages were degrading, sexually intrusive, implied threats of violence to anyone who is in a relationship with the victim,
Yeah.
alternating
Right.
between anger and possessiveness towards her. Some messages read, "You're not getting out of this story we created together months ago. People will touch your life will suffer, and if it's
Wow.
sexual activity, you will reap what you sow." So this guy is in his own world.
His own world, yeah.
His only contact with her is where
Through
she
social media.
trains.
So I think at this point, right, has she not like spoke to her friends, her guy friends, and be like, let's find this guy.
no,
But when we find this
you
guy,
don't
we-
even need to find the guy. The guy's
The
coming.
the guy's coming. Yeah.
The guy is like
Get some of your male friends and then carry some baseball bats and a crowbar.
see that?
Yeah,
See,
so
this isn't
this
the
is-
states. We don't have. You carry a baseball
and
bat. You go to the guy. You get in trouble for.
Josie, this is not good for
No,
us.
and then when the guy said, I want to come in, you're like, yes. And then when he steps into the house, why is your house covered in plastic sheets?
Yeah. Oh shit. And
Oh
we-
shit. Yeah.
If she wanted, I mean, they
No,
couldn't- they-
I'm not suggesting you hurt the guy. I'm just suggesting to scare him.
You mean intimidation?
Yeah, just intimidation.
I think the way the guy
Yeah.
looks is that he will be intimidated, but he'll just revert back to doing other stuff.
for
like-
the moment, he'll
For
just
the
be
moment.
intimidated. Then
Because
you'll go back.
Right,
Just tell him that baseball bats don't your kneecaps don't work well with baseball
Yeah,
bats.
bats don't break legs. I
You're
break
talking about
legs.
cracking skulls and kneecaps.
But after
Yeah.
this, it escalated to him hiring. He hires a private investigator to follow to establish the
Yeah.
victim's daily activities. Now, this one is a question on the private investigation.
Yeah.
Should in all good conscience, should a private investigator do what this guy is saying? Like what was the premise of him? But
I think maybe he could have lied about the situation. He could have said that she's my
yeah.
ex-girlfriend. I think she's cheating on someone.
most
Can you follow?
definitely,
Yeah.
but he
Right.
probably would have needed proof, lah. I mean, private. But I,
I
guess
don't
it
think
was,
private
I think
investigators
it's just
ask for
monetary.
much proof, lah.
I think it's
Yeah.
monetary. Yeah, no, proof,
You-
proof is
this is proof.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
It's like, how much do you love her? And he's like, oh, I love her a lot. Like, I bought her a ring. No. How much do you love her? It's like, what do you mean?
$200 an hour. okay, good.
Oh, you
Deal's
don't
done.
You don't love her that much. It's like,
Deal's done.
$2,000 an hour. You love her a lot. I think I will follow her and I'll find everything for you, Mr. To. Don't worry. So $2,000 an hour.
So how long has did he hire the investigator for?
He instructed them. So more than one.
No, I
private
think must be the
investigators.
company, lah.
Maybe he
And
instructed
then
them
which
for-
company is this? No one knows, right?
No one
They
knows,
never
cannot
reveal.
reveal. So, victim and film her from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. each day from January 13 to January 14. So 17. So 4 days. So
Wow,
right,
okay.
13, 15, 15, 16, 17.
Yeah,
five,
maybe his cash was running out lah. It's like 4 days is enough.
And then he sent the victim
Fuck a
videos of
4-day
her.
deal.
And then he sent the victim
Yeah,
videos
so
of
he
her.
got the private investigation.
Holy
shot,
shit.
Then she's like,
Dude, this is mind games to a different level.
Yeah.
when the victim went overseas for an exchange program, To found out and asked when she would return for Chinese New Year, providing flight details. Details tracking possible flights
How
she
did-
might be
how
on.
did he find that though?
He was just like,
He was asking,
Yeah.
like,
Ah,
hey, give me.
okay.
Yeah.
give me. He indicated that he would see her outside her house on January 23rd, 2020, and visited her a week later, demanding to see her. February 2020, To continued to stalk the victim, waiting for her for hours at her university. July 18, he wrote on this telonym. I don't know, it's a telonym account. I guess. it's where
Yeah,
you-
that's the one that they ask questions, like,
Mm.
as a stranger.
Yeah,
Right.
You just ask the person questions.
Okay, it's like Cura. Is it?
I think so.
Right.
No,
it
but
was-
this one is like social media directly to that person.
Ah, I
Yeah.
see.
So the
So how this whole thing end?
the assessment of it is still ongoing apparently,
Right.
but he was eventually charged because he wanted to claim trial. He was charged, wanted to claim trial, but on the first day he pleaded guilty. So the judge called for reports to assess those suitability for probation and reformative training. He will return to court next week. This is when? This was
Couple of
14
days ago,
April.
yeah.
So next
So
week.
yeah, pretty soon you go back to return to court.
Yeah, he could be jailed up to a year and fined 5,000. I actually really do feel for the victim because this
Yeah.
guy he's not gonna stop.
Yeah,
I don't think he's gonna stop. If he doesn't stop, he's gonna move on to something else.
that's why you need brass knuckles and baseball bats.
You need the mafia, bro.
Yeah, and you need plastic sheets.
And Sean alluded to this. they'll move to something else.
Yeah.
That's what happened in fucking South Korea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you see, ours. I mean, this guy showed like he's creep, but he is a creep for a year and 4 months.
Yeah.
This South Korean one that we're going on to, that escalated quite quickly within just a few months.
A few months. Yeah.
Right.
And that shit's scary.
So he started as a stalker, as a benign stalker.
I think he approached the girl,
Yeah.
and I think the girl
And she
said no.
rejected.
She rejected him, and then he was like, "What? You reject me?
Yeah. How dare you?
I'll show you what you have rejected."
Yeah.
But I've got to give the guy some props. He got shit done.
By that you mean he had many plastic sheets in his house.
Yeah, this fella, I think, didn't bother with plastic sheets.
Right. He painted his own walls.
Yes.
This one can act as a warning,
Right.
a cautionary tale to that victim over here in Singapore lah.
Right.
It might not escalate to that much, but
Yeah.
but damn man, you read this one and shit,
Yeah.
we might have to take much stronger stance against them, because this started with online game.
Right.
He met
Yes.
the younger sister online in the game, and then he tried to like court her.
Yeah.
So how did he so okay, let me get to the part where he found her. So it was believed that eldest daughter often visited the same internet cafe for
yeah.
the past 5 to 6 years.
Oh wait, internet cafes are still a thing?
Yeah, over there.
But
Korea lah.
everyone has Wi-Fi and internet at home. What the fuck?
I think they were playing StarCraft or whatsoever. Like,
Right.
Was
Just
it-
invest in a good PC then, so they don't get like physically stalked at internet
No, I think he
cafes.
rather he invested in knives.
But oh yeah. Well, I think it's more of a social thing, right? Like social gathering,
Maybe.
meet your friends, you have-
drink some soju.
yeah, wreck some game.
Holy crap. So he claimed he met the younger sister through an online game.
Yeah.
Then he committed the act, which I will say later, because she refused to meet him.
Right.
So he was repeatedly turned down by the victim, who
Mm-hmm.
in the online game accidentally revealed her address,
House address.
house address.
How do you accidentally reveal a house address in the game?
Probably, I don't know. Maybe he engineered something, and
Right.
or now there's like live Twitch streaming.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are doing that, like they're streaming online,
Yeah.
or there's a chat Discord while they're on the chat group or
Yeah.
something while they're playing games.
Rule number 1 is never reveal anything personal about yourself. Your
So-
phone number, your address,
Online games work in a way where people go there to escape.
reality.
So
Yeah.
they get comfortable. There are people over down there. Something can come out like they'll say something like oh, did you hear about that accident at Ban Chong Street something, and then she'll say something like, oh, that's only 3 streets away from where I live at Kyong some other thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And the guy
possible.
already hears that,
And then he can kind of
and then
roughly.
yeah, because he
And he
from-
hung around like that area or some shit like that, like a supermarket or
yeah,
something.
so he
Right.
started stalking her
cafe,
from them.
yeah.
Like he started
He just hang around the area hoping to catch her lah.
So when she revealed her home address, okay lah, this one a bit more, because she revealed her home address.
That could
like,
have been like, like we want to send you things. We want to send you a package.
something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So or it can be revealed in multiple ways, but she was in a comfort area, so it slipped out.
Right.
Like-
Okay.
Like you know how something you like I'll say Yishun then suddenly it slips out that I'm actually staying at the mansion on top of the hill.
Yeah.
and,
You
Yishun
mean a
Park-
dumpster in
yeah,
Yishun?
Yishun Park. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
mansion. Some one man's trash is a man's treasure. So
True.
dumpster to you, mention to me. So oh shit. So from the online game he stalked
Yeah.
her for months.
Yeah.
So how he got into their home was he disguised himself as a delivery man.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Breaking and entering.
Not even bakery. I think it's just like he disguised as a delivery guy, just walked in on making delivery,
Uh-huh.
and then he entered the home on the day of the murder. At the time, only the younger sister was at home.
Right.
Was at home, so he killed her.
Wow. Wait, how did he get into the house if she didn't? Did she open the door for him?
Open.
I
Yeah.
think so. So
Oh.
it's delivery. No, it's not on the door.
Yeah.
Delivery. Chom 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 with the with the. 안녕하세요. delivery also, no.
Yeah.
Then it's like he's with the cap down.
Yeah.
She opened the door. Why do you reject me?
And this is the younger sister.
Youngest
This
Yeah.
is
the
not the
one,
girl.
No, the one that he, the one who rejected him.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
he's like stabbing her. Why do you reject me? I feel so inadequate. Now this is
Yeah.
the only way I can penetrate you with the knife, like something like that. You know, that
Yeah.
fucking nonsense and delusion that people have. It's mental instability and all this fucking nonsense. So he killed her, wasted one life, and then he stayed.
He stayed in the house.
He
Yeah,
stayed
he
in
stayed.
the house. This is the fucking deranged thing. So he killed her, and he waited for the other two to come back. So there was 3 victims here,
Hmm.
and
Right.
he was only stalking the younger
One,
sister.
yeah.
But
Right.
because of that, he killed the elder sister
And the mother.
and the mother.
Wow. Holy shit. Wow.
So
how was he caught? Did he stay
He
at the
stayed at the house. He stayed at the house. He drank alcohol, ate the food
right? No.
For 3 days.
for 3 days. When
Wow.
the police finally came over, he self-inflicted a wound on his. It's a self-inflicted wound on his neck, but he didn't die.
Right. So now he's in police custody.
I
think he's in
yes.
either in police custody
They
or in
were
hospital.
they were contemplating on whether to reveal his identity, and they finally did.
Yeah,
lah.
they did. lah.
He looks like an Abing from anywhere. I mean, it's like
Right.
the earrings.
Ang Mo
and
Kio,
then
Ang Mo Kio.
Ang Mo Kio, Abing. sorry, Abing. I don't mean any disrespect. It could be a compliment. Y'all don't act like that, but you look like that, lah.
Yeah.
So oh shit. So they released a surveillance video which showed Kim's whereabouts 20 minutes before he committed the crime. According to the video, Kim was seen entering the internet cafe near the victim's house on the day of the murder.
Hmm.
It's believed that elders often visited the one, so Kim also allegedly searched for the fastest way to kill people on his smartphone and purportedly
Yeah.
murdering the woman by stabbing them. Fucking
Oh, he stabbed the neck. Yeah.
Yeah.
shit, fuck. Oh, South Korea decided to reveal identity, and yeah, the rest is
Wow.
gruesome history.
So this guy took it up one notch, like. At least the Singaporean fella, he was still being a creep, but he didn't commit murder.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no,
So
that's the
from
thing.
this- from this
that's
story-
why they need to watch him. Like, I'm sorry to say, you put yourself in that shoe. You deserve to be watched.
Yeah.
Now the stalker deserves to be watched because
Shit might happen.
shit might happen.
He,
Man.
yeah. But I think from this story we can learn that Singaporeans are better than South Koreans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just better people.
We're not
And the
as
thing is
repressed.
that,
like this.
Yeah.
Boys should be raised from a young age not to kill.
Exactly. Killing is wrong.
If you don't teach your kids not to kill,
They're
especially
gonna,
boys,
they're going to grow up to be murderers.
they're going to be, yeah.
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 And don't stalk as well. Don't stalk people.
Yeah. Don't follow anyone.
Teach them not to stalk.
Yeah.
Yeah, teach
Stop
them not to-
harassing. Stop harassment.
Teach them that 5 meters following one person for more than half an
Yeah.
hour is.
And you know what we should teach our young men as well? Don't borrow money from loan sharks.
Don't borrow money.
Yeah. Or you're going to get harassed, but not
We
getting
live in a
your...
murder culture, lah. That's what. That's what's happening. But don't borrow money from loan sharks.
Yeah, instead of having your door splashed with paint or having a pig head outside
You're
your
just
house,
gonna have food delivered to your
yeah,
house.
you're just gonna have 10 orders of different food
$10.
yeah, delivered to your house when you're
Yeah,
like, I
and some
cannot
more-
finish all of this.
The sad thing is that was an Yishun place.
Oh, okay. The one that was highlighted was at Yishun, but it has happened at Bedok
So
and another estate like Tampines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this whole thing is where debt collectors are now using a new
Tactic.
tactic, which
Yeah.
is using just harassing the victims by sending food their direction and having them waste their money. Allegedly, but those victims will immediately claim that I didn't order this,
Yeah.
and Grab can trace it back like, oh yeah, it's not from your phone, it was from another person's phone
Yeah.
using your address.
Yeah.
So we can easily do that. I can send food to your place and have you pay for it by cash.
Yeah.
But I don't, cause I'm nice.
Send it during lunchtime, but let me know in advance so that I won't have lunch and I have just free food.
So that's what so that's what they do. And then now of course the Grab drivers are, hey, you're messing with our livelihood, because one guy complained also, I ride all the way from all the way
Yeah.
from so and so on my bicycle to Yishun and just find out that the guy, I didn't order anything.
Yeah.
And you're stuck with the food lah.
So yeah, I think this is a terrible tactic lah. At least you go up to the house, you splash paint, all this, it's still fine. You're not wasting food.
Yeah lah.
You're
Yeah.
not wasting food.
But you're
and-
spending your money lah.
Yeah.
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 Paint quite expensive now.
True. You could just piss on the door.
You could,
and
but
leave
that,
your DNA.
but yeah,
behind,
that's the thing, and it's also probably a crime. It's
Yeah.
vandalism. So that's actually like more punishable, I think, because you're indecently exposing yourself
yeah,
in public.
in public, yeah.
Right.
So they don't they're trying to be smart.
Trying to be
They're
smart,
trying
lah.
to be
Yeah.
smart, but they're using other people's
ac-
livelihood.
Yeah.
Actually, it just goes to show that these people who are doing all this kind of like along business and all, they're not really smart, lah.
Well, no,
Mm.
this one
Because
is
in this
legit.
avenue, right, you are screwing over. You think that you're screwing over the people who took the loans, but
Mm.
no, now you have involved a company and an employee of that company
Yeah.
who are now and a business.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the shop or even maybe McDonald's, right? You order McDonald's, Grab food comes and delivers. Now you're screwed. Grab food, you're screwed the delivery guy
And McDonald's.
or the
And
lady
by right,
and McDonald's.
if they can pin it
Yeah.
on you,
Yes,
you actually
and
get
then
yourself
they-
in
yeah.
more trouble. And because
so you're getting more attention on
if
yourself.
this
True.
is the loan sharks people, this is the loan shark ones, right? Fine, you're already in trouble. But if this is the legit debt collectors one, right? I don't think they'll resort to this.
No.
Yeah,
You can't.
no,
You
no,
can't.
they
This
shouldn't.
is
Because
legalized
along-
debt collect. Yeah.
yeah,
This is all
legit.
alongs. Yeah.
Oh shit! But it will lead, because I think we're reaching a half an hour mark, right?
Slightly past half hour.
Slightly. So this will lead to, if you all came here from our main podcast, then you'll know that this leads to a loss of innocence. But if you're here and you're going to our main one, go see the main one, because it's
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
be covering
Just click the link.
how we're losing our innocence.
Yeah, we're going to share the time where all three of us lost our virginity.
Mm.
Yeah.
On the very same day at the very same minute.
Wait, are we talking
No,
about
but the sad thing is that people are going to get this one,
Uh.
access to this one,
Yeah.
way after the main podcast, right?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So this
So you
one
come from the main podcast.
Yeah.
from the main podcast, so most likely from the main podcast lah. But if you
Yeah.
come here, you understand what I'm saying lah.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's true.
Yes.
And please, don't stop.
Yeah, don't stalk
Don't
us.
stop.
If
You want
No,
stalk
wanna
us?
stalk us.
Yeah, but send money also lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just $2 every month on
$2
Patreon.com.
In a sense, yes, that could have made things slightly better if he started paying. Just giving.
Yeah.
I come here, I come back again. Here's $300.
Yeah,
Watch
thank
out.
you for your time. Thank you for sending me all those. Thank you for allowing me to take videos of you.
Or was
Yeah.
that maybe
Yeah.
why the father was so patient with him? Every time he said, "Uncle, future father-in-law, I want to meet your daughter. Hey, you don't come here. What's this? Just for your lunch.
just yeah, some envelope. Here's a check.
You don't come back,
Yeah.
You watch yourself."
maybe that could be it.
Thanks. So thanks for joining us for this
Yes, for this
episode of Breaking Wind.
latest episode of Breaking Wind.
See you soon.
Soon.